here. Let me tell you, if they were here, they would succeed. Quote me anywhere.
I knew this government won't do Nigeria any good. And I told you. I told you from the beginning. The worst thing that ever happened to this nation, the worst that ever happened to this nation is this devilish, murderous government.
Welcome you back to LAJUPOG TV.
I don't have bad news for you today.
The home of religious gossip.
But you should believe you find for Mohammed.
What is happening in the Christendom? Join now to make sense with LAJUPOG.
Let us take it back. Let nobody tell you there's not enough money. No. Tell me what a governor in Nigeria needs a dispatch rider for. What for? If I tell you how we stop fuel, we used to have a fuel dump when I was governor. Fuel dump. It was costing us almost 30 million a month. I said, what is it? They say, hey. I said, shut it down. I found out that my convoy in the first 2 weeks, because it was about 22 vehicles, was costing us about 300,000 to buy fuel. Of course, they know what happens to half of it. So I said, okay, you know what we are going to do? Bring down the convoy. People in Anambra here, yeah, I don't use her. I asked them, carry this in and go. Pack it. My convoy is 5 vehicles. And you cannot buy fuel unless I'm inside the car. So I will pay them. No more. When I started, we had about 10 governors' guest house. I said, what is governor going to do with this? I go to work in the morning and go back in the evening. I'll come back. My cook then will cook about food that about 50 people will eat. I said, what is it for? They were killing 1 cow every day. I said, what is it for? He said, Your Excellency, I'm doing it in case if you come back with people. I said, have you ever seen me come back here with anybody? So why are you cooking for the people? Any day people will come here, I will let you know. Cook for only one person. One person. Me. I said, don't do it. You know, I come from Anambra State. There's too many big men. Of course. Like I told them, I said, don't allow any of them to come here. I don't have what it takes to entertain them. So what they do, they phone me, Peter, I want to see you. I come to your house in the evening.
Is cattle business government business? Should farmers be killed for Fulani herdsmen to live? Should all farmers leave their farms today for the threat of Fulani herdsmen? Would the nation survive? When we are still producing, as I like, 20% of what we eat. Should the farmers vacate their farms? Now the big question. What is the contribution of cattle business to Nigerian GDP? I want to speak to the conscience of this nation and her leaders as a prophet this morning. And please listen to me. I've said thee a watchman, a wake-up call to a nation in a state of slumber. Insurgency is spreading across the nation under the guise of Fulani herdsmen. Danger is looming. For example, how many of these killers have been brought to book since their campaign of carnage, death, and destruction began? One may ask. They must have the backing of some invisible powers. A nationwide unrest is in the offing that may be worse than the ISIS devastation going on in some parts of the world today. It is not enough, therefore, to pray. We must cry out. The destiny of this nation has never been under a threat of survival as it is today. People may soon be forced to take laws into their hands. The security apparatus of the nation has obviously failed to defend the lives and properties of these poor farmers across the nation. While we are claiming to curtail Boko Haram onslaught, We're on the other side, on the other hand, sponsoring, in quote, or abetting the Fulani herdsmen and their murderous acts. Nigeria is a nation at war with ourselves. No external aggression, no ethnic crisis, no natural disaster, yet we are doing mass burials. What a nation in a state of slumber. Hear the voice of the Lord through this prophet. The soul of Nigeria is endangered. We are largely becoming an endangered species on the earth. God have mercy. God have mercy. I am saying this for you to know why you must pray and why and what is behind it. Now listen to me. Does Nigeria land now belong to Fulani herdsmen? Are they now the customary landowners of every state, cities, towns, villages, and hamlets? Where then is the place of the owners of this land? There is danger in the offing. Every community may soon set up their own security system to defend the insurgency of the Fulani herdsmen. Can the citizens still trust the security agencies of this nation? When citizens can no longer trust government for security, a state of anarchy is in view. Insurrection may as well be on the way. This largely unchecked aggression of the Fulani herdsmen, so-called, may eventually choke the soul of Nigeria to death, God forbid. That's why you need to pray for God to visit the camps of these wicked men with his instruments of death and free the soul of Nigeria from the grave. Is our sense for human life still alive in Nigeria? Today, human beings are being slain for cattle without any drastic intervention from our security agents. Should men, women, and children continue to lay down their lives for cattle? There is no other nation where human life is placed at a lower ebb than animals. How are these killers making away with their murderous acts? They must have the backing of some powers that be. Any right thinking Nigerian will speculate same. Is Boko Haram not spreading strategically across the nation? I wish not. How many cows will the Fulani herdsman sell to buy an AK-47 rifle, which today stands at a cost of about 3 million naira? The biggest cattle in town is 180,000. They didn't buy them. Some sources supply them. Do you hire a mega in your one-room apartment? Do you protect your asset of 1 million with 3 million security gone? No. Let's come down and pray. I pray that this nation will come awake from slumber and stop evil from coming. When Noah was speaking, they were laughing him to scorn. But suddenly, the flood of Noah came. Evil will not come on our nation. Evil will not come on this nation. I keep the rest. But understand, Nigeria needs rescue. We will engage spiritual forces for our rescue, and will speak out words to warn. You cannot sell off the souls of men for your self-ambition. Killing for any reason has no justification. Nigeria must be set free. Stand to your feet. What I've done this morning is to unmask the masquerade so that the fear of what or who may be behind the mask may be non-existent.
Yes, LAJUPOG, and we're not there to get on that training there for you. Enjoy you. Follow us on all our social media handles on Facebook at LAJUPOG Watch TV or at LAJUPOG Entertainment. So that's LAJUPOG. See my next video.